I'm on a podcast with weirdos.
I quit.
I was like, about
dust to dust. Believe I'm a bust. Yeah, it's actually lyrics.
So wait, so is that the Fiesta Animals? I mean, what they call me?
Oh man, I know.
I don't know, man.
I don't know, man.
Can you blame me, Nick? They literally had Mexicans come out on fucking lawnmowers. Like, can you blame me?
Yeah, they, God damn it. You beat me to it.
So, well, y'all talk about Mexicans and lawnmowers, and the only thing that comes to my mind is Chavo Guerrero acting white.
Oh yeah,
What was it, Curtis? Oh, what was his name?
Kerwin White.
Kerwin White.
Oh yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, they also had him say, "If it ain't white, it ain't right." So,
Yeah.
and he had Dolph Ziggler as his fucking like Eddie. Yeah,
Eddie, yeah, from the Spirit Squad.
Yeah.
That guy, as we are, the dumbasses.
Oh man, classic. So good times. Damn.
Wait, are we live?
and Nick just had a stroke. All right.
Go ahead, man, go. Go on. Go on. Yeah.
Why?
But next week the Hardys going against the Mexicools.
Get the fuck out.
Oh.
The best thing about TNA is Josh Matthews calling himself the greatest play-by-play.
Bro.
Oh man.
What was that? What was that one response that he got? Something about
EC3 back
we put on EC3. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's the best part about TNA for the last like 4 weeks.
Oh, I can't believe that motherfucker.
And
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Well, isn't he near the end of his contract? Is his contract up here soon? I could see them taking it off for that reason. Nah, Drew's got too many other commitments right now.
He's busy becoming TNA's chosen one.
I can't.
It depends on what kind of contract Lashley has. Some of them have the non-compete, but not all the written folks do. I know he was originally on a normal written contract, but I know he gets to leave for MMA fights if he wants. So I mean, it could be he's on a non-compete, but I don't know.
I really don't.
You mean SmackDown?
Oh yeah, man, Raw was actually great. I can't believe I'm saying this. I think for the third week in a row, Raw was great. I enjoyed it a lot. The main event was great. I don't know why they're nicknaming it WWE Red Wedding. I guess it's a Game of Thrones reference. Is that? Because I don't really watch
Red Wedding. Wait,
Yeah,
what?
like when I watched the segment, like the friendship segment thing, and Chris Jericho
Okay, I
called
get it.
that the WWE No, the fans called it WWE Red Wedding to the point where Chris Jericho is now calling it that. And
Okay.
I gotta admit, man, I know we've been on this show talking shit about that the whole time, but I kind of shed a tear. I was just like, damn, y'all got me.
Bro, did you guys see that fucking shit on Facebook? Somebody Celine Dion, that fucking
Yes.
whole segment.
Yeah.
Tell me that shit wasn't great though.
Man, I was like, my ass off, dude. Dude, they put it to they like I saw it on I saw it on Reddit, like that thing. They put to Celine Dion's "My Heart Will Go On."
Yeah.
And betrayal, and man, it was
Yeah, it's like as soon as that moment came when he opened up the present and he started looking at the list, he took it up. That's when the music started hitting, and then that's when the Kevin Owens just started attacking. It was just fucking funny as hell.
Yeah. Where Chris Jericho had Code Breakered, what Kevin Owens for him to for the like what pay-per-view was that? But it was for him. It was the last one because did that just so he can keep his belt, but gave that really the end of the line, but he gave him that really menacing look, and I was just like, are they gonna break up now? But like you said, they kept doing this whole bait and switch and bait. It's kind of like the same thing with the whole Sasha Banks and Charlotte thing. Like, this is the last time ever. Like, this is the last match ever. But it's just like that, but just with a different storyline.
Oh shit! You know that they're gonna reignite that shit after Monday.
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah.
It just makes sense. It just makes storyline sense.
I don't say two quick things. My only complaint, I guess, with the show is poor Mark Henry, man. Like, Mark Henry went from being the Hall of Fame to freaking jobbing in Braun Strowman. I think this is the second time losing to Braun Strowman, and that really pissed me off. Man, WWE's really pushing that Roman Reigns train even more, man. Like, that really pissed me off too. But other than that, Raw, I enjoyed it. It gets a 4 out of 5.
Damn! Is that the highest rating he's ever given Raw? Oh, yeah. So apparently the whole promo, as far as what she said, you've been waiting for the transformation of Emma to Emelina. and now from Emelina to just Emma. So apparently they nixed one of the reasons why it took so long for them to debut her is because no, they fucking hated it, and apparently she was sucking while trying to show it off and everything. So they're like, "Yeah, bitch, you're done."
Yeah, what they wanted to do was to basically have Emma turn into kind of a Sable, the
Like a
cat,
starlet.
that starlet style, bitchy heelish kind of character that doesn't
And it
really
wasn't
wrestle all that
working.
much. The problem is Emma, and you can disagree with me if you want to, but Emma is a pretty good wrestler. I'm not gonna say she's great, but she's pretty good. And I honestly think she just didn't want to do it because it takes her out of the ring a lot. And so she was apparently really bad in the rehearsals for it, and they just couldn't get it to work. So they said, all right, we're just going to keep running with this running joke of you not debuting. And then when they finally did do the debut, it's to switch her back to something else. Maybe this is actually a blessing in disguise, though. Maybe she'll actually get to be a heel, sort of evil Emma minus the smile from NXT, and properly do a heel turn here. But yeah, that apparently she just sucks at doing that kind of Sable role, which I mean, Sable wasn't good either. But.
As long as she doesn't do those fucking snake things, I'm for it.
No, that's the thing about them. Like, we was actually talking about this last night. It was actually me, you, and Trey and Ganja just talk about wrestling and gimmicks and how they force certain gimmicks on certain people. Like, we always bring up the whole thing, what they did with Eugene, where he's actually a really good wrestler, but they slapped his whole he's retarded gimmick on him, and he can't really do it well and sell it well. So it's just like the same thing with Emelina. It's just like, why would you force something on somebody when you know they're really not good at doing this particular thing? Focus on their talents. Focus on what they do good and actually hone on those. Why make them do something that they can't even fucking do? So,
I have been muted this whole fucking time.
No, you've been all right. We've been hearing it.
No, I know you guys have. So people, this is man.
So, is that why people in the chat were asking if you were talking?
Wait. Oh yeah. So, anyways, people, this is Ringisde Hangout. Emelina's a cunt.
Emelina's a cunt, Nick Diaz.
Yeah, 2017.
Praise be the fast one.
God, what else did I say? Just gonna put it all in one fucking thing here. I wasn't listening to myself. I said, Trey, what do you think about Raw? So that's what he was talking about Raw. I called him gay at some point. Suck shit about his opinion. And God damn it. God damn it.
It's okay, buddy. It's okay. You know what? We talked about Raw. You want to go over to SmackDown, maybe?
You know, that's the reason why I was muted, because fuck Raw. That's why.
Yeah,
we're talking about SmackDown. That's a SmackDown show.
There you go.
Fuck Raw.
Yeah.
Like, fuck. Man, Blue's Clues, fuck that shit. Well, that's actually
What the fuck? Where the hell did Blue come from?
Man, I'm ready to fucking... Man, I want to turn this shit off. I'm fucking mad, dude.
It's all right. It's fine.
So anyways.
It's
No,
fine.
but I'm mad, but hey, guess what? I'm mad about this shit, too. What the fuck is happening with Bray Wyatt and Randy Orton? You talking about forcing gimmicks down all that bullshit? Oh, what's the whole big... What is that?
There you go. Praise be the fast one.
What the fuck? Anyway, no. Yes, I agree. Nick, I agree with
what
you.
doing this shit by yourself, because I ain't doing it. Fucking joke.
Anyway, back on topic now. Man, Nick, I agree with you with the whole Randy Orton Bray Wyatt thing. I really don't know where that's going.
The whole
I don't know
I won't face you bit.
Bray Wyatt or not at this point, because he's all like, "Oh man, I don't want to go against you, Bray Wyatt, and all this stuff. I'm loyal to you. I am the servant. You are my master." But when I heard that was kind of weird, the whole servant master thing. Especially
it's almost like you call me daddy.
Besides thinking of that, Nick, I was thinking of that. I was like, man, this is turned real weird real quick. I was just like, dude, I never imagined the Randy Orton character actually calling somebody else master, because he's always like planning something, I guess. So if he is planning something, he's doing a really good job of doing it. But at this point, I don't know if he is or not.
Well, yeah, no. The way I'm looking at it is that his whole character is like the whole Viper, like he's a snake. So he's just, he's just easing himself into it. And we all know that what's going to happen is going to be a triple threat at fucking Mania.
Yeah, I was about to say, I love this shit. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I like the idea. I'll tell you why. Randy Orton is always checked out when it comes to most of his feuds. Not only has he been more up tempo in his matches, more into these storylines, and actually acting his ass off for once, outside of a really good turn on Shooter. But Randy Orton has been really kind of going with this thing. I like this idea of, well, is he still the Viper? Because we all expect Randy Orton to just at some point be like, all right, now I'm taking over. Because that's what Randy Orton does. He should have taken out Bray Wyatt when he won the championship to show there was going to be a feud. Hell no, we're going to keep this going. We're going to make you people think Randy Orton might not actually face Bray Wyatt. I mean, we know that the triple threat's coming. A Wyatt triple threat with Randy Orton, Luke Harper, and Bray Wyatt at WrestleMania is a great idea for that title. The only thing better would be, I don't know,
Eric Rowan was in that shit.
But, it's great. I love the way it's going.
There's talks about apparently the triple threat match happening at WrestleMania is Luke Harper versus Randy Orton versus Bray Wyatt. I am so 100% against the idea of that the Wyatt family in general is going to be the main event. Like, not like getting anybody else over. Is like just all within this faction, all within this stable. I've never seen anything as dumb as that. Like, ever.
I think they've confirmed that Brock and Goldberg are the main event for Mania.
Well, I mean, 3 main events. Like, that's what I mean. Randy Orton won the fucking Rumble, dude. So, like, of course.
Gotcha,
like,
yeah.
No, that's the thing, though, a whole about this, because maybe... Because, like, this storyline, the way y'all setting it up and stuff like that, Randy Orton, does the whole, they're doing the whole bait and switch again, and it actually turns out, oh, shit, he's going to get so much, face, like, heat, that he's actually going to have to they're going to turn him a face, and I never liked Randy Orton as a face.
Yeah.
He's never good as a face. So, like, I wonder if they're just going to keep the heel-on-heel dynamic, and he's just going to turn on him or whatever, because that could be cool. And I'm really glad that y'all was saying that this is a triple threat match, because I was just thinking that it was just going to be Randy Orton versus Bray Wyatt. Granted, I'm biased as fuck, and those are one of my favorite wrestlers, both of them, like current and now, back in the day. But just add Luke Harper in there, it pushes.
I was just about to say that shit, man. Oh, that would be so awesome.
No, it pushes Luke Harper because they've been building Luke Harper, so why not put him in there? Like, the only thing that'll make it even perfect, like y'all said, for the 4-way, and Ruthless said AJ Styles, why not put Corbin in there?
No, fuck that. Have Eric Rowan.
Dean Ambrose. Let's talk about SmackDown, because that is such a beautiful telegraph. He is very clearly going to face Dean Ambrose at Mania.
Actually,
AJ Styles?
No, Baron Corbin. Baron Corbin.
Oh, yeah.
Dean Ambrose.
I actually looked at the card that's supposed to be up at Mania, and they're saying that Dean versus Baron, Big Show versus Shaq, AJ Styles versus Shane McMahon.
Okay, yeah. Are you looking at like gcoplan.com or like?
No. This is the rumored WrestleMania 33 card. Seth Rollins versus Triple H if Seth heals up. Roman versus Taker. Kevin Owens versus Jericho. John Cena and Nikki Bella versus Miz and Maurice.
Stone Cold Steve Austin versus Goldberg.
This is what I'm fucking reading. And then honestly, Giant Morning. I don't fucking know. I mean,
no, but
wow.
I love that you kept going.
Fuck you, I'm gonna keep going. I'm reading this shit. Fuck you all. Shit. Because you're hearing it now, and then you're all gonna bitch about it later anyway. So you might as well just get out your system now.
Extra.
There's some stuff about it I really enjoy. I think having Cena not being in the title picture for Mania may be a mistake, but as a replacement, I like it. I would have rather, me, I would have rather John Cena versus AJ 3 for the title at Mania. That would have been me. So
that's the thing. It's like they really want to. No, I just want to say they want to build up, because like everybody was saying that too. Even though it was a bullshit way how they eliminated him, I really wish he would have got eliminated the way like actually they had to team up on him to even make him look stronger. Because that was probably the thing. They had found a way to eliminate him, but when they eliminated him, it still made him look strong. So I guess that was the dilemma that they had to face there.
Yeah.
But it's just. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
I mean, like, one thing, too, and I want to ask you, Ruthless, because, yeah, like, you're talking about, like, yeah, you would have let to see Cena versus AJ, but I guess the main talk here is John Cena versus Miz with the, Maurice and Nikki. I guess it's like a okay, like the guys can't hit the girls, so like, is it called like a mixed tag team match, or is it like a manager match, or I don't know how the fuck that works anymore.
It's apparently a mixed tag match. The women, like when the women are in the ring, the men are not. So if you tag one of the guys in, the other woman has to get out of the ring.
They're automatically out. Yeah.
They're automatically out. So, and for it to be Nikki's last match, this is the biggest telegraph of an engagement angle that I have ever seen. He's clearly going to propose to her after this match is over.
Oh, like as a WrestleMania moment.
That's the WrestleMania moment for John Cena, and it makes sense. He's getting ready to go away for a while. She's apparently a full-on retiring from in-ring competition, at least for the next year or so. So,
and there's your series finale, the Total Divas. Nikki Bella gets engaged.
Well, it's the Total Bellas, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, man. That's. Man,
Man,
I hate this fucking storyline. I really do.
You know what? Just to be that fucking asshole when I'm there, I'm just gonna say fuck this shit in the fucking crowd. No, I swear to God,
the crowd will be with you on that.
Bro,
And Hovig is like, why did I buy this ticket to WrestleMania again?
I'm like, fuck this shit. Fuck this shit.
Because he was so happy about that shit. He had the paper. Look. I'm going to WrestleMania.
I was like, I can't.
It was all Chinese shit. I didn't know.
I'm like, bitch, you got the last laugh now.
It is
not really, because
it's not going to be the top match. It's not going to be anywhere near the top match. It's probably going to be your It's probably going to be your come down from whichever one of the true undercard, upper mid card matches is. So I like that.
That's the thing though too with WrestleMania is like it has to please so many people. Like, dude, I went to fucking WrestleMania 26. And that show, literally, me and my dad are sitting there watching this shit, and it's hype. We just saw a Big Show and Miz fight fucking R-Truth and John Morrison, and then what's her face, the one with the fucking thing on her face?
Jillian
Hall.
Yeah, Jillian Hall.
Yeah, Jillian
She
Hall,
did this gimmick. I wasn't watching wrestling, so I
was it the singing gimmick?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was singing,
man.
and she was singing about Reese's. Like Reese's Pieces peanut butter cup or some shit, and I was like, man, what the fuck? And then right after that, Santino Marella just shows up out of nowhere, like fucking, like a Mortal Kombat teleportation move or some shit. It was ridiculous, and I'm just like watching this, like, who the fuck is he? Who the fuck is she? Why is she singing? Who gives a fuck about Reese's and Slim Jim? Like, oh, it was so bad, dude.
The fuck is that? The fuck is that?
What?
That's what you sounded like just now. You're just like, the fuck is this? The fuck is that?
Yeah, no, like seriously, I was. But the one thing too, really quick as well, and this is dedicated to Anthony and Trey because you motherfuckers like this piece of shit. But bad news for John Cena fans. This is from comicbook.com. I actually really like this site. They're pretty spot on with everything. I trust these guys more than more than I trust Dave Meltzer. I fucking can't stand it from Wrestling Observer.
Fuck that bitch.
Yeah, that guy's full of shit. But anyways,
it's awesome. Fuck you.
But apparently they're saying John Cena ain't gonna be back until fucking like after the Money in the Bank show. Actually, some reports are saying that he won't be back until Survivor Series. Like WrestleMania is his last, time on the show too. So
yeah, he's got to go film some shit. I think.
Yeah, exactly. Where the fuck is he going?
He's got, I guess, 2 or 3 movies and some TV to shoot. So
yeah, what was it, American Grit or whatever it's called? I think.
Well, they already shot the first half of that before he came back in December. Well, in January, but I guess he's got something else to film as well.
Now, what do you feel, Anthony, about and you too, Trey? Like, what do you guys feel about this? Do you feel it's gonna ruin the SmackDown roster? And do you think? Will you guys still give a shit about John Cena when he comes back?
I'd go first, but I really think that they're really, because they all feel it. I know Vince McMahon feels it, and I know Triple H feels it, but they feel like they put all their chips, like really 2009, you really felt that shit because they was bringing back legends around that time. Mm-hmm. So they put all their ducats on John Cena being the big guy. They didn't build up nobody else. That's why you got John Cena versus Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania 25.
No, 24.
No, 24, I think.
4?
No.
23. Because 24 was in 2008.
Yeah, 23. Yeah. So they had put all their ducats in John Cena. They didn't have nobody else. So in order to make not the same mistake again, let's take John Cena out the picture and actually build up all these other guys. Because like we actually can see it like now in this current landscape. We might not like these storylines, but we can see Braun Strowman being like a main guy eventually. We can see Corbin being like a main guy eventually. As much as we hate him, as much as they book him badly, maybe Roman Reigns is maybe like a top guy.
I think he's already there.
No, he's already there. It's just they really just need to fix the booking.
Well, he means with the booking and with the fans.
Yeah, but they're trying to build up multiple guys instead of just one guy. So I think this is a smart move. And granted, like when he does come back, bring him, kind of make him like a whole Brock Lesnar thing. Bring him back with the special events. John Cena is that big of a brand now that you can actually do that. Like he can put asses in seats alone. Like so. Yeah, why not just use them for those special events now and use those other times to actually build up the other sides? Because you just can't build them up while John Cena is there because people are just going to always want John Cena. So you have to take him out the picture.
And if he is leaving like right after WrestleMania, usually it's the Raw after WrestleMania is when they got the new people coming in, like from NXT or some shit. And now since it's the brand split, who knows who's going to be at Raw and who knows who's going to be at SmackDown like the days after WrestleMania.
Like y'all say, y'all always say like around like the Raw after WrestleMania, like
it's always the craziest.
Yeah, it's always the craziest shit. Like y'all expect Finn Balor to come back, so it makes fucking perfect sense for like stuff like that happen. The gears are already moving in NXT for them to get in new talent. So you see them bringing in new talent, and while that new talent is coming in, NXT is like, okay, you ready to go to the main roster because that shit is about to be lit with the diva scene. You got Asuka coming up. And then you got like some other people coming up too. Like, man, fucking Bobby Roode when he comes up, man, that shit is gonna be fucking insane.
And plus his promo time alone, he's gonna be you won't need filler when Bobby Roode makes his debut.
Samoa Joe, like the gears are already turning. That's why it's so aggravating when WWE fucks up. Because it's just like, dude, you have the fucking chess pieces here. You have everything here. You have everything here. Why are you fucking up? If you do this right, you could be set for a long ass time. So,
speaking of Samoa Joe, did you guys hear about that stable that's being created with Triple H?
Well, it might be like that. That's like a whole lot of.
No, but Trey, what would you think, man?
Oh, like with John Cena going away, I was just like, okay, how's that any different? Because he hasn't really been there lately. Like John Cena at this point, in my opinion, isn't really needed there besides making like sporadic appearances.
Well, the question I was going to ask you too, Trey, like just while you're like, so you can put this into what you're saying, is what would you also do like to send John Cena off? Because right now I can't imagine him saying like, "Will you marry me?" Yes, and then pshoom, he's gone forever. Like, how would you book him like going away?
Hit it and quit it, huh?
Yeah, no shit, right? But Trey, what would you do if you're behind the paper and pencil on that one?
If it was me on the SmackDown after WrestleMania, I'll just let Sanity attack him and move Sanity to SmackDown.
Oh, no shit. That's actually really good, dude. That's really fucking good. I would love that. That's like markout moment shit, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
book that shit.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It's like John Cena is still star power to the WWE. That pisses a lot of people off, but John Cena still is. Like, but the thing is, to me, he's not really needed anymore. Like, because even when John Cena was there, you had people like Daniel Bryan and CM Punk and people like that getting themselves over. And now you got like Roman Reigns who unfortunately they're shoving them down our throats. Unfortunately, that sucks. But then we have AJ Styles who, even with the casual fans, has gotten over with the audience to the point where people are cheering for him. It's just like we got so many stars now that it's like John Cena's kind of irrelevant at this point in terms of being true star power.
Like look at NXT. Like I said, you got fucking like Asuka. Like most of the people on that show, like Asuka, Bobby Roode, fucking Ty Dillinger, they're already fucking over, and they're not even on the main roster yet. I mean, people that just got to NXT, like fucking Ember Moon. Like, come on, you can do this.
That's why it's like John Cena being. He doesn't really need to be there anymore. He just does it because he legitimately loves WWE. And that's pretty much why he's still there. You know, he's gonna take a break, but you sure as hell know he's gonna come back. But I feel like WWE is gonna be in good hands with what they've developed.
So now let me ask everyone this. Now that John Cena, the whole plan is like for him to leave and basically not even be part of any single title picture at all for WrestleMania. Now, do you really think it was even fucking worth it for him to win that title and then lose it 2 weeks later from the Royal Rumble to fucking whenever it was?
It wasn't. No, they just wanted to do the whole. They just wanted to do the whole number thing. Like they just wanted him to give him his good 16. Okay, you got your 16. That's good. Now we about to give you your WrestleMania moment and send you on your way. So that's it was just kind of like a closure thing. It was like nothing else more.
Do you know what I really think?
What's that?
I think they gave him the belt to see if they could talk him into sticking around longer than WrestleMania. And when he finally said no, I got to go do these. I have to do this additional, shooting schedule. They were like, all right, well, we got to take it back off you, because it makes a lot more sense for John to have lost to AJ and for AJ to lose the belt in the chamber to Bray Wyatt.
Yeah.
And I think, like I said, when he said, all right, I can't stay, but I will put your guy over. Like, I'll give John Cena credit. I may, talk shit about him from time to time. Okay, all the time. But I think here lately, he's understood that by being the older figure, he can really look good and look good to fans by putting over these younger stars. And I think when he realized I can't stay to hold on to this belt to WrestleMania, they immediately were like, okay, well, we put Bray over. And he's done a great job putting Bray over on SmackDown as well.
Twice.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I want to add on to this because X-Pac was actually on one of the AfterBuzz TV shows. And X-Pac admitted to this on one of the AfterBuzz wrestling shows. I forgot which one because they didn't really say on the video post. But John Cena was pushing for Bray Wyatt to go over on SmackDown.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, he knows. Like John Cena knows. He knows he can't do this shit forever. So he has to like you said, like Trey said, he knows he loves WWE so much. So he wants to put these chess pieces in place even after he's gone.
Just to make it not so like misconstrued, because here's the thing: like me, Ruthless, and Hovig, we've been following wrestling for a long time. It's not like we ever really get mad at the wrestlers, except for Roman Reigns. I personally fucking hate Roman Reigns because he just doesn't give a fuck. But like, it's a writers. Like John Cena, I've never really hated John Cena. I just hate his character, and that's full on just hating.
I fucking hate the character as well, dude.
Yeah, like him as a person is a hard-working motherfucker, man. Like,
not for nothing, I would love to fucking get drunk with the guy because he just seems so fucking chill. Like if you watch Total Divas, like this guy is just funny as hell. Like he just seems like the guy you'd want to hang out with. But
not only that, like watch him on Howard Stern.
Like,
I've
I've heard some things with Howard Stern, but I just hate the fucking character.
Yeah, and that's the thing, like, the writers, man, people that handle the John Cena gimmick is so awful, and that's why, I don't want to make it sound like me and Ruthless and Hovig have, this agenda, like,
And I can't even put that blame, like, on all of y'all, too. Like, it is John Cena probably, like, just, because, come on, let's be honest now. John Cena was probably Vince's golden boy. Like, that motherfucker, like, Vince McMahon really loves John Cena. Because he wouldn't have got this far in the company if he didn't. And John Cena didn't be like, like he always says he likes the WWE, he loves it, but he wasn't the one complaining when they was pushing him, saying like, "Why don't you get this guy? Why don't you get this guy? Why don't you push that guy? Why don't you push this guy?"
Well,
he
there's
was
actually
like,
been interviews where he said like, "Hey man, like I don't want to like beat Ric Flair's record, but if it happens, it happens. I work." Like I gotta do what my boss tells me.
Exactly. So
and not only that, on Stone Cold's podcast, like he says one thing he's noticed since after the Ruthless Aggression era is nobody has really had that drive anymore to really push themselves to be able to get themselves over like he did and a couple other people did back in the past. He said the only other people that was able to do that was CM Punk. CM Punk had that drive and spirit that was that helped him get himself over. It's just that he's not seeing that from the rest of the locker room.
Yeah.
I mean, he outright buried the Nexus. So I mean, that's part of the problem. When they were trying to make those new stars, he was in a position to keep himself ahead, and he just made the wrong choice there.
Who?
Yeah. John Cena.
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, and I mean, like, there's so many stories, not storylines, like actual stories behind the scenes in that particular situation. But like, that's the thing. That's like just giving belts to people. I just, their belts are not title championships. And I'm actually gonna segue into the Naomi thing. But go ahead, Anthony. You're gonna say something?
No. It just shows, just real quick. It just shows why politics shouldn't be mixed with wrestling. Like they should be totally fucking separate because this fucks up this, and then you got to go back and fix it, and all this other stuff, which is kind of like the perfect segue. It's kind of I don't hate my girl. I don't hate my girl.
Me neither. But this is bullshit.
But I gotta agree with you, Nick. Since she's coming back, and this is kind of like the fear I had. Like I love that she's there. She's fucking hot. She's sexy. She's still a great. she's a great wrestler. Not now, but she's still a great wrestler to me. And this is probably all politics right here. Just her reason for being back and just to make Bliss look good, which I can see on both sides. Like, it's a good thing and it's a bad thing.
Yeah.
But I don't.
But the thing is, too, there's a problem with the writers. Is like, okay, right away, like, dude, well, let's be honest here. Like, especially like her color and the fact that she hasn't been there, because you know WWE is a racist fucking group of people. Like, this girl's gonna hold the title for probably like 2 more weeks, and she ain't gonna have it anymore. I mean, let's just be completely honest here.
From what I've read, is that they wanted to put the title on her only to go into Orlando strong.
Yeah, but like, I mean, this is like some bullshit though. Like,
it is.
Yeah. And the thing is, you know what's going to happen? Once she loses that belt, you know who's going to be like a 2-time champion or 3-time now, I think? Alexa Bliss. I remember back in the day, dude, and I hate to do that because it ages me. I sound like a fucking old man. But it's like when someone would say, like, I'm a 5-time WWE champion, it's like, oh, shit, 5 times? Yeah. Man, you've been through some shit. You've seen a lot. Now it's like, oh, I've been 3-time champion. I've been here for like a month. Like,
you got a point. Like,
it's like, no, go ahead.
No, that's the thing about the WWE now. They've really gotten really butthurt with these whole records now. It's all about the records or longest title champion or whatever, instead about what the actual title means and actually doing it to actually get that title. Like NXT, they can actually brag and say that we're that champion. We've been 2-time champion. Because like I always go back to that DIY match. You fucking felt that match. They had to earn that shit. So like every single match with WWE, with the main roster, you don't feel that shit. Like which is so bad about Naomi. She deserves the belt. Like, that's subjective. You can like agree with it or not. But that match that they had, it wasn't sloppy like that one news outlet said. But it wasn't the best, and it didn't deserve to have like a title change after that shit.
Yeah.
You know, the thing is with these championships and how they've been changing, you know, it's gotten to the point where it's so bad that even Big E is making jokes about it on live TV.
Yeah.
Like, he's like,
they cut out of the Hulu stream, by the way.
Oh,
so
they
I
cut
think
it
he
out?
might have gotten. Yeah. I think he might have gotten in trouble for saying that.
Oh shit.
Yeah, no, he did, but still, bro, like the man got a point. He's like, he'll be Charlotte in a month. Like, you know, the fucking
exactly.
However many title wins, like, because like you were saying, Nick, like the whole I've like back in the day, I was like the 5-time champion or whatever. Like, yeah, that was great. Now it's like, how many times is Charlotte and Sasha Banks like alternating with that shit this past year? You know what I mean?
And it was so special back in the day because you can have guys like Booker T. They turned being a 5-time champion into a gimmick. It was a catchphrase because it was so like, holy shit, 5 times, 5 time, 5 time, 5. What the fuck? Holy shit! And now it's like 5-time. Yeah.
But probably these days he'd probably be like a 10-time champion in like 3 months.
Oh, 10, 15 time.
Man, that might even be too many months right there.
No, it kind of goes like that. Like, and granted, like, I don't know, maybe because it's a double-edged sword, because you can make interesting storylines, and this is one of the good things, that one of the reasons why they love the Attitude Era and stuff like that. It was good storylines that didn't even concern the belt at all.
Yeah.
So like that's the thing, and that's like really, really missing nowadays. Just storylines that don't even concern the belt. Just really good storylines. Maybe like this guy hates that.
Yeah, I was watching pay-per-view where the main event was a tag team match. Stone Cold and Undertaker versus Kane and Mankind. I'm like, yeah, there was no tag team belts. There was no world title belt. It was like, that was just main event because the angle. Like, the angle, man. Come on, people. Fucking A. And I think it might be part of the brand split, too. That's another thing.
Yeah, but I think Anthony is onto something there. It's that idea of like, all right, I have no problem with Ryan Ward's storyline writing in general, but you can tell that they really only put the emphasis on those feuds that concern someone's belt, even on SmackDown. And if you can't tell good undercard, these two people have a fucking problem with each other, stories, then you're not going to make that title mean anything, because the title seems to be something everyone has to be after. Absolutely. But maybe on your way to going after the title, somebody who you overlooked is like, hey, you're overlooking me. I'm your opponent tonight, and now I'm pissed at you. And that turns into a feud that doesn't reach the title, but in the back of your head as a fan, you're going, oh, yeah, when he gets done beating this guy off, he's going to finally be going after the title.
Damn. Come on, Dick. Come on.
Pervert.
It's this notion of like, you've got to go after this belt.
Yeah.
And that's the only thing that's worthwhile. It's like, no, man. Sometimes two guys just hate each other.
I mean, look at Dolph Ziggler and fucking Apollo Crews. Look what they got to do now. Look what they're relegated to, and to go off the shit. It's complete shit. And then think about it now. Like I said, back in the day, one of the best main events and storylines that didn't even concern the belt was Chris Jericho versus Shawn Michaels. And you know what the storyline was? Just pretty much. I don't want to be the next Shawn Michaels. I want to be the next Chris Jericho or the first Chris Jericho. That match there had nothing to do with a belt, but it was like one of the best fucking rivalries ever. It was amazing.
Two wrestlers who were past their prime. Hulk Hogan and Ric Flair in WCW literally had a feud just because they hated each other or were pissing each other from 10 plus years of WCW and 20 plus years of their careers, just not liking each other, just absolutely not liking each other. They would mock each other in promos. Ric Flair like let loose one night at like a wild man on WCW television, and Hogan mocked him in a video the next week. Like, that was just a feud. Nobody like, this was not about a belt. It's like Flair feuded with Piper for the same reason. It just happened. I would love to see more undercard feuds that have nothing to do with the belt, but in the back of your head, you know both of these guys are eventually going to leave this to go after something bigger.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think a big part of it too is like making everyone win the world title. Like, dude, back in the day, once again, I hate to keep saying that, but like back in the day, you didn't have people who used to have world championships, you know, be right in the middle of the card. Like, you know what I mean? Like, the middle of the card people that are still like, God, one of these days I will win that title. Nowadays, it's like Dolph Ziggler won that title how many times, and he is like damn near lower card now. The Miz, no one brings up the fact that this fucking guy main evented WrestleMania. He main evented with The Rock, like having something to do with the main event. And it's like, oh yeah, The Miz. Anyways, yeah, Intercontinental Championship. Can you know, hopefully you don't lose to James Ellsworth, the jobber. But, like, main event WrestleMania. What the fuck is that noise? Like, I don't know if you guys can hear that. Can you guys hear that?
Yeah, I heard it.
Yeah, it was scary. It was, you know, ratings over here and shit. But no. But yeah, it's just like, it's crazy, man. Like, you know, former main event WrestleMania people, and they're fucking in the middle of the card. It's ridiculous.
It's unbalanced, and I actually got to blame myself. Like, people like me that always say, oh, that's too bad that guy would never get the main title picture, or he'd never get the main belts or stuff like that. Like, us saying that is kind of put like WWE back themselves into a corner, because sad to say, but you have to have people like that in order so they can. It makes the title much more special when they do win it.
Solutions.
Like solutions.
By the way, I just want to bring up something really quick too. I saw on the YouTube chat over here. Egg from, I can't say that word, assassin. John Cena will always be there. You just won't see him. Like, I'm sorry, but I love those jokes. Like, you can't. Wait, what?
He ain't wrong.
He ain't wrong at all. No, but like, yeah, I know that was like an old comment, whatever. Yeah, but it's just that's the thing. It's just like with John Cena leaving or whatever. I do have high hopes for SmackDown, and I guess it's a good segue to get into our ratings and then NXT, because I'm telling you, everyone that's in NXT right now, they need to go straight to SmackDown. If they go to Raw, I'm gonna be pissed off. There's no place for it. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Yes, it's just so good. No, but yeah, SmackDown rating.
Go ahead, Anthony.
It was like, I will say Raw was better, only by a smidgen, but Raw was better this week. SmackDown gets like a 2 out of 5. It was kind of mad. I will say this, that main event was really, really good. And just like, it gets extra bonus points that John Cena got once again was pinned by Bray Wyatt. So bravo, they're really pushing that man. So when somebody somebody pins John Cena, they're really pushing that man, because that does not happen often. So
and let's just hope that he is careful when he's walking down to the ring, etc. No one wants to break his foot or whatever the fucking bullshit.
Oh yeah, 2-step JBL.
No, for me though, I will give SmackDown a 3 out of 5. It was a very, very average show. It would have been really, really good if they had like some kind of like tension between Randy Orton and Bray Wyatt. But him going up there, you know, like, I'll provide for you, like fucking Rick and Negan on Walking Dead. I was like, dude, this is bullshit. Like, Randy Orton, I have so much respect for Randy Orton, dude. Like, this is a fucking Viper, the apex predator.
The fucking legend killer,
the legend killer. And this dude was on his knees, man. I don't think he's on his knees. But he might as well be. Just like, that's bad. I'm just going to look at you, Hovig. He ain't doing nothing. He ain't doing nothing. You almost fell.
No,
anyway, man, yeah, Randy Orton. Fuck Randy Orton. And that's the thing. We can't blame the writers for that shit. Someone approached him with that idea, and he was like, "Oh yeah, sure, I'll do that. I'll be his bitch." No, fuck you. Like, you're Randy Orton. Just bullshit. So yeah, 3 out of 5 for me. Ruthless, take it away, sir.
I'm gonna give this SmackDown this week actually a 4 out of 5. Uh, not not for nothing. Randy Orton has shown over and over again in this Wyatt storyline that he is getting these guys over. I'm sorry, I love Bray Wyatt, but Bray Wyatt was buried when it came to the WWE for the longest time, and Randy Orton has made the difference. We got Bray his first actual title by them winning the tag titles together. Then you give him the actual WWE title. Yeah, I'm down for it. I actually really liked the segment that we haven't really talked about, and that's I thought we were gonna have to deal with. Oh my god, Oh my god. Carmella's boyfriend. I can't even call.
Oh, James
Carmella's
Ellsworth.
boyfriend. No, Carmella's boyfriend. We're just gonna call. Sorry,
Big Cass.
Yeah, haha, real funny. No, James Ellsworth fighting Dean Ambrose again, and we didn't. I was like, oh god, we're gonna have to deal with James Ellsworth on television again. And then right before the match starts, Baron Corbin comes out to beat up Dean Ambrose. I was down. I was entirely in for that. So I liked it. I didn't like the Becky Lynch, Mickey James match only because I felt like Mickey should have won at the pay-per-view with Becky Lynch winning on SmackDown. But other than that, it was a great night. I gave it a 4 out of 5.
Damn. Okay. Well, man, I'm surprised everyone's so loving the show. But yeah, Hovig. Oh, you're muted. It's okay, sweetheart. You just continue. Tell him I said hi.
Yeah, no, sorry, it was the wife. What's that? So my turn?
Yeah. Go ahead, man.
All right, so to me, SmackDown really felt like in the middle. Wasn't too good, it wasn't too bad. So I give it like a 2.5 to I'll give it like a 2.75.
Okay.
The main event I thought was really good. The whole triple threat match I thought it was actually really really fun. I'm with Ruthless on the whole Mickey James and Becky Lynch thing. Like I thought it was fucking retarded. and then you got the whole Alexa Bliss and Naomi thing. I'm like, bro, like it's kind of becoming a little cringy to me.
Yeah.
The whole Baron Corbin and Dean Ambrose thing, I'm so with it. I can't wait to see what happens next with that whole shit.
Yeah,
and,
I want to see how Dean Ambrose interacts with him. That's gonna be fun.
And then the rest of the show happened. So 2.75.
Trey, the main event. Fuck you then.
I'm giving SmackDown a 3.5 out of 5. It's right behind Raw. To me, Raw was better this week. I hate to say that, but SmackDown had its good points too. I actually thought the tag team match was okay. Becky Lynch versus Mickey James. I actually like the fact Mickey James won on SmackDown because to me it was her proving herself, saying that she was doing anything possible to beat Becky Lynch. Granted, it's like, yeah, some people be like, well, Becky Lynch is a veteran. Of course she should be able to beat Becky. But I guess it just goes to show that because they come from similar backgrounds in terms of their wrestling and everything, that it makes sense for why Mickey James would have to do that against beating somebody like Becky Lynch. So I actually like that storyline-wise between those two, that match playing out that way. So I give it that. The Italian Nikki Bella thing, like, it's weird. I like their backstage segments better than their actual match. Because the actual match sucked. But the backstage segment was actually really good, I guess. I don't know what's going to happen during that false count match. I don't know how to feel about it. We'll see, because their first match was shit. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah, bravo to that segment, man. That James Ellsworth segment. I thought it was going to play it just like that Ruthless, but it played out totally different. And I was so freaking happy. Thank God. The main event, man, the fact that Bray Wyatt won and it was clean, like freaking he beat Cena clean, and the fact that even watching that video with X-Pac saying that John Cena really wanted to push Bray over, it just makes me so freaking happy that John Cena's doing what he can to push him over. So yeah, I'm happy. Thumbs up, 3.5 out of 5. Raw was better this week, but SmackDown is still doing what they've been doing. Raw is barely doing what SmackDown has been doing for the longest time.
Yeah, so. Now we've compared those two, and we're saying like, oh, SmackDown versus Raw, SmackDown is better than Raw. But you know what though? There's a little thing around there that was able to just beat the fuck out of both of them.
Boom! It was like boom, boom, NXT.
Okay, like here's the thing about that theme song. I like the theme song. But they just barely added that weird, like, thump down, dun, 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 and it's like, why did they add Star Wars sounds in that fucking theme song?
I don't know.
It's fucking stupid.
I don't know.
The song was perfect, but it's like.
I will say this, start off, because I was gonna start with the main event, but
Well, actually, I'm gonna start off on this really quick because
Okay,
here's
okay.
one thing.
Oh, shit.
No, you just don't touch my car.
Oh shit!
No, I want to see, and maybe you won't know this, Anthony, and I don't know if hopefully we'll know this, but Trey, Ruthless, jump in if you can, because why would I give a shit about Cassius Ono? Who the fuck is this?
Chris Hero.
Chris Hero.
Let's see what boy.
Once again, why the fuck would I care? Who is this guy?
Honestly, he's a really good wrestler. He was originally who CM Punk wanted to be the third member of the Shield.
Shield, yeah.
He's just a really good wrestler, has a really good look, and can cut a damn good promo. He's kind of got all the skills. I never really liked the Chris Hero name, but I don't necessarily like Cassius Ono more than that. So, yeah, I have a problem with the name, but in general, he's great in the ring. He's great on the mic. I like the guy. I think he's going to be a good additional signing. He's going to be one of those NXT people that you realize kind of, right as he goes up to the main roster that he is going to be a great future for, the WWE as long as they commit to him. So.
Okay, so what was, like, is there something that he's done recently where it's like if someone who has no idea what the fuck he is, what we go to see, like, okay, what is this guy going to do? Like, let me look this up on YouTube.
Yeah, I mean, check out his ROH stuff, definitely. Really, any of his independent matches. He does not put on bad matches. I'm sure Meltzer probably has some threes in there for him, but it's not because of his actions. He is really smooth in the ring. He doesn't botch often. Like, I like him.
Okay, cool. Well, then
Okay.
I might let that, because I was just curious. When I saw that on the show, I was like, who the fuck, why, and what the fuck? But hey, I'm excited.
No, on that point, like, I was with you, Nick. I was just like, I don't know who this guy is, but still, I was still happy about that. NXT is still like letting newcomers still come in, still new talent, still bringing new talent. Granted, like I said, I don't know who you are, but you're new talent, and new talent means business. So
And
I'm
you're
just
going
like,
to NXT,
hey,
so I
He's
got
not
good hopes.
entirely new talent.
I'm actually surprised they let him back into NXT because this isn't his first time.
What happened the first time that he left?
I don't really remember why he let go. Why he got let go. Rufus, do you remember? Like, was
Yeah.
it like his weight or something like that?
It was both the weight and he just wasn't polished yet. Like, he has polished himself since he left NXT to go to the Indies. He didn't quite have his game yet. It was one of those things where it was probably just maybe even a year early for him to be in NXT. And he just made the big difference by going out, by taking on this more Haas sized look that he has now and really kind of refining his game. He wasn't remarkable at all when he was originally in NXT, even though he was a good guy.
Phenomenal.
I see. I heard that too.
Only one man is
It's
phenomenal.
remarkable.
There is only one man who's phenomenal. But
Damn.
hey, it's AJ Styles and nobody else. There's only one phenomenal
Yo,
one.
is that Wayne ring fucking expensive?
Yes.
God damn. No, I'm sorry, man. No, go ahead.
But no, when he was Chris Hero originally, and CM Punk liked him because he saw the potential in him. It was one of those. It's like Colt Cabana's issue. Like, Colt Cabana has kind of screwed himself up by being too comedy of a character, but he definitely has those flashes where you go like, damn, this guy's really good in the ring. Chris Hero's the same way. You look at him and go, you have a ton of ability and are, both athletic and can tell a really good story. But when he was first in NXT, there were only flashes of it. He wasn't really showing that off. And he couldn't lose the weight. They wanted him to slim down to basically a little bit larger than Bobby Roode size-wise. They wanted to get him to about there. And he just couldn't stay off the weight because he just carries too much weight.
Because he's a tall dude, too. So, he would. That would be an issue, honestly. I can imagine that being an issue.
So he went out, he bulked up, he got that traditional kind of Haas look to him, and now he's back.
Yeah. Now, speaking of body weight and everything, because this is what me and Nancy are talking about. Liv Tyler. I'm just joking. Liv Morgan. And her tag team match with Peyton Royce and Billie Kay, and then, of course, my baby, my girl, Ember Moon.
Ember Moon. That's our
Okay,
entry.
so here's the thing. No, I love that song, and that's cool. But here's another thing. I'm sorry. I know I'm a grumpy ass person. I apologize. But dude, she comes out. It's all cool, like the Undertaker and shit. It's like a zoom in on her face, like, and she's like, I'm serious. And then she takes 2 steps and goes, woo, yeah, woo, I'm a wrestler.
I guess they don't. It's
So
kind
she
of
goes from Undertaker to Bailey.
Thank you.
Basically.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm a hugger. No, it's kind of like a mixture because, granted, that is the gimmick that you want to do for Ember Moon, but she's still probably excited to be a fucking wrestler and her to push her. She's probably on cloud 9 right now, so she's like,
did that when it first
yeah.
started. Like, oh shit, I got my money, paycheck. I'm the Undertaker. Woo.
Well, okay, let me ask you this: what is the difference between that and No Way Jose, where he's like dancing? Because like when she gets in the ring, no, but she's serious. She's serious though. When she gets in the ring, she's serious. She will beat your ass. Like that promo when Asuka was like, Ember who the fuck is that? And then you got to her promo. Ember was just like, yeah, she don't know my name. She don't know my name. It's all right. It's okay. It's all right. Like it works, man. It works. I say just give it time.
Maybe I'm just biased because, dude, when I first saw her, dude, I was like, oh shit, they got a dark character here. Not because she's black, like I can't. No, but I was like, dude, we got like a female Steen or something. Like, dude, when she came out, I was like, oh shit, like this is gonna be cool. And then she takes 2 steps and she's like smiling. Like, dude, a girl with that costume and that music, like, give her some like purposely like color her teeth messed up or something. Like, she looks too pretty. Like, she comes out and she's like, hey, I'm happy, I'm sexy, look at me. Like, they should put more clothes on her. They should make her look fucking like damn near demony. Like, just something. Like something badass. You don't look badass.
So you pretty much want a female Gangrel?
Yeah. What's wrong with? Dude, we need one.
I don't know.
Life, but okay.
Wait, what'd you say, Ruthless?
Say Gangrel couldn't wrestle to save his life, but
no shit.
Right.
Yeah. No,
yeah.
you're right.
True. You're not lying.
But like I don't know, man. It's just for me. Like Paige has a look. When Paige comes out, it's like, now that girl's a badass. Like, oh shit. Like she don't go like, oh my god, I'm a wrestler. Like she'll just be like, she's like, this is more house. Small house. You know, shit like that.
But I don't,
her voice is weird, man. I don't know.
Because after the end of the match, granted, her in ring, like. I don't know about that, man. I say just give it time. But in the ring, she's actually really good. She's actually a competitor. She's still a little green in some areas because it just feels a little stiff. I don't know. Maybe it's just the complexity and just them to have to like work together and just like the chemistry, I guess. Maybe it's just the chemistry is a little off because it's just, I don't know. It's just weird. But I will say she's looking up good. And the funny thing about it was I was actually surprised about is the heels actually won, like Billy Kay and Peyton Royce. I think, yeah, that's her name.
Yeah.
But they actually won the damn match, and they had like the heels. They won the damn match, but yeah, they actually got a triple threat going on. So it's going to be actually Liv Morgan. I'm not going to say Taylor, but it's going to be Liv Morgan, Ember Moon, and Royce going for the. They're going to be a contendership. So I'm actually curious, just because they won that match, I wonder if they're going to give it to Royce first and wait to pull the trigger on Ember Moon, or they're gonna give it to her now.
One thing to say over here though, man, fucking this one girl, Liv Morgan, she looks like she needs to use the bathroom, man. See her over there, just like, oh, gotta go. And then the fucking.
You gotta find her, man, some more. She needs probably another year in NXT.
Yeah, she does. She is really so green. I thought it was just me, but I'm just like, girl, your moves, just you seem so stiff.
Don't even say she's so green because this other bitch looks like the fucking Riddler. Like,
I thought the same thing.
I think Peyton Royce might, and honestly, out of the 4 of them, I think Peyton Royce is probably the one that I would call up now, just because you need somebody in the women's division who can eat some pins and it not really be a thing. Like they need a quote jobber to the stars for the women's division, and I think Peyton Royce can do that.
Well, no, because she
Carmella doesn't wrestle. When does Carmella wrestle?
That's why.
Yeah, no, I get where Hope is coming from with that in a way, but here's the thing too, though, Ruthless, is I feel like they should send Aliyah over there instead because the Peyton Rose, Billy Kay thing, they have pretty good chemistry in my opinion. Like I like what they got going on. Ooh, Inception! No, that's.
Oh, no.
I agree. Yeah, I don't want them to break up what they got going on. It kind of reminds me. Because it's actually kind of funny because Trey told me this because I was actually wondering what her finisher move was, but Royce's finisher move was actually the Widow's Peak. And Victoria actually had complimented her on that. And when he said that, it gave me shades of the Billy Kay and Royce. It reminds me of when Candice Michelle and Victoria was partners. Like a little, like a shade off of that. So I'm actually see where this goes. Like keep them together. Don't break them up just yet.
Do you guys see anything going on with Liv Morgan? Is that...
Yeah, no, I agree with Ruthless. She needs to keep her ass on NXT for another year.
She doesn't just need more. Like the women's tournament is really what's going to help her a lot because you have to think that all the NXT women are going to be in that. and she just needs that time. She's not ready. She needs to cook a while. Whereas I think Ember Moon will probably take the belt off Asuka at Takeover Orlando, and Asuka will probably come up on SmackDown the next night, or they'll keep that running through the summer with the two of them, because at this point there's nothing else to do with Ember Moon other than to like either get her to finish finishing class, because I guess that's what she is right now, and refine that look. Or get rid of her, because at this point you can't keep her holding in place just because Asuka's also kind of a face. Asuka's not really a face.
Yeah, she's not really a face. Yeah, she's like a face that's like acts like a heel or has heel mentalities, but yeah, she still is over them.
She's a heel that the fans love.
It's weird how Asuka's character kind of grew out, because at first she was like, "Hey, I'm just happy to be here," and then it went from her being that way, and then it's like every time she came out, her swagger came out more and more and more, to the point where she won the title, and now she is cocky as a motherfucker when she comes out now.
That might be a storyline in itself.
And I love it.
I love
it.
What the fuck? Was that like my cameo? Like,
I am with you, Ruthless. I am with you.
I like it, and I like it.
I like it. No, oh my god, Jesus Christ, I love Asuka.
Me too. No, man. But hey, main event time, sucker.
Oh, okay. Can I just say this?
Oh, go ahead, Anthony. You take it away, sir.
Ooh, this is why one of the reasons why I love NXT is sometimes like you could tell like we really don't even have a story, even though they was building up the story just like piece by piece a little bit before this match with the whole video packages, promos, and stuff like that. So you got the very bare minimum, but it was mostly a story being told in the match itself with these two guys. You got Tyler Bate and what is the other guy's name?
Trent Seven.
Trent Seven, yeah, which is a badass name, by the way. Trent Seven. And I guess that both of these guys, because they was actually saying this on commentary, that both of these guys are part of a whole tag team group or stable that's Mustache Mountain, I believe that's what it's called.
Oh,
so Trent Seven and Tyler Bate are Mustache Mountain in a lot of different promotions in the UK. They, of course, opposed each other in the UK tournament for the WWE. But they're also a part of a stable called British Strong Style in Progress Wrestling, who's now apparently partnered up with the WWE for some shows, and of course to let them wrestle. Where it's Trent Seven, Tyler Bate, and Pete Dunne. They are teamed together, and they have a great heel video that you definitely got to see.
I gotta check that out. But like pretty much in this match, you had that and more because they took the basic formula of mentor and teacher. And they took that concept and ran with it. Like before the match actually started off at a steady pace, they was both on the ropes. And when Tyler Bate was on the ropes, he had just like Trent Seven just got his mustache. He just shades of just showing you we are indeed part of this whole group called Mustache Mountain. And then he did it to Trent Seven. Tyler Bate did it to Trent Seven too when he was on the ropes too, just showing the signs of respect. And then the match picked up, and that shit was amazing. You had great storytelling. Like one of the moments in the match was actually when Trent Seven and Tyler Bate, they was trading shoulders, just trading shoulders. And Trent Seven was actually mad at Tyler Bate, like, do it again. Get back on the ropes. Do it again. What is this? What is this? Still acting like a teacher. Get on the ropes, Tyler Bate. Get on the ropes. Hit me again. Hit me again. I'm like, oh my God, I love it. It's just like, just like I said, that concept, the simple concept of teacher and mentor, you felt like that. Like, and I don't even know these guys that much, but I got that. I got that just out of like a 3-minute match. And that shit was amazing. And actually Tyler Bate just actually showed that the student outclassed the teacher in this situation. And yeah, he actually went away with the victory and retained his title. And I'm just like, man.
A rematch would make sense because he'd be like, hey, I helped during that match. I told you because you were fucking up during that. But next time when we fight, I ain't fucking helping you. I'm going to give you the best. Now, I don't need a big video package. I don't need 3 weeks of build-up. I have enough just from this match why they should fight again. And I'm like, I can't wait for the rematch. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. It was such great storytelling. Like the match stuff and the two styles, just like the British Strong Style, just seeing them two mesh was actually really good. But I really just like this match just because of the storytelling alone. Because like I said, they did better story setting, better story building, character development with one match, with just like a 3-minute match better just WWE has been doing with storylines in the like past like 10 months. So it's just like just that little match.
Yeah.
They just took that shit. And it's just like somebody needs like whoever the writer was on that match, like get them on SmackDown.
No
like
shit.
holy shit, man. Because I'm just like, look at this. This is why I love wrestling.
And
This is
the one
fucking
thing
beautiful.
though to say, and because we're gonna get into our NXT ratings, and one thing I want to bring up really quick too is the fact that throughout the entire show, well, for one, the show started off with Authors of Pain just whooping ass, and then it ended with them whooping ass, like a nice sandwich of Authors of Pain. Not much to say there except for the fact that like, man, these guys are gonna be there for a while. I don't see them coming to the main roster. I see them being like NXT legends, like you know.
Yeah, I totally see that. They're just building them up really strong, and I like this whole triangle thing that they're going on because DIY came out, giving a great promo saying that we got beat. And they was actually putting on the Authors of Pain over like these are really great competitors, but we're not down. We're gonna face you guys. We're gonna beat your guys' asses. We're gonna come for those titles. And then the Revival sneaking in saying, "No, bitch."
Yeah.
It's like we trying to get those titles just as much as y'all want them, but we gonna get that shit first. And I just love this dynamic of everybody wants the titles, and it just feels a little bit more real to me. Granted to the main roster, it's just like everybody's intertwined, like you said, intertwines Revival. Like you can have this same rivalry and take the titles. Like the titles don't even have to do nothing with it, but you still feel like this rivalry is still going on.
Yeah.
But just happens that it has the titles on it. It just gives it a little bit more weight, a little bit more longevity and everything like that. Because I can't wait to actually see what's going on. Is the Revival actually going to beat the Authors of Pain? Or is this put DIY? Like, it's really heated up. And I'm loving it.
Of fucking interferences and stuff like that, and just everyone getting involved in other shows, other people's shit. This is a good way to get tag teams that no one's even talking about onto the storyline and have them be important or be of importance too.
Yeah.
I just everything's just so intertwined. I love it. But so like that's the one thing. Like I don't really have too much to say about it. It's just I love how that's happening. But the biggest thing here is that if you notice, I think this is the second week in a row, no main event storylines. Like Robert Roode came out and said, "I'm the greatest," glorious, same old fucking thing.
Same thing. Yeah.
I gotta tell you, man, the Nakamura, Robert Roode, whatever the fuck main title scene is the worst part of the entire show. Like right now, like it's the most boring part of it.
I could agree with you because they really didn't do nothing with Bobby Roode's glorious celebration. Like they actually did way more on Raw with the whole friendship festival thing than they did with that. Because I actually thought they was going to get a little bit more creative, but maybe budget concerns or something like
maybe
that.
Maybe Eric Young or somebody comes out like something,
Yeah, and then like the whole thing with like Nakamura, like is he injured or isn't? Like, but he is. I think they are already set up to do a rematch or whatever. So I think he's already clear. But that it just kind of put like a stalemate on that whole thing. But everything else is better. So yeah.
Yeah, and I appreciate that. But go ahead, Trey.
Well, somebody who like I haven't been watching NXT as of late, but the thing is with NXT is that the main NXT title isn't the main important thing most times. Like, granted, it's supposed to be their main title, but NXT, it's kind of like what I say about SmackDown, how they have so much stuff going on, they can only fit it, like, at a certain amount of time. It's the same thing with NXT, and they got so many other important other storylines they're doing as well, which is what I love about NXT. It gets to the point where, like, man, I forgot there's a main NXT title right now because all this other great stuff is going on right now, so... Yeah, that's the thing.
I wasn't saying like an insult to NXT.
No,
I was actually saying an insult just to Robert Roode and Nakamura. Like it's just like I know they get the biggest crowd reactions, and I know it's like everyone loves those two, but it's like, dude,
no.
If every single bit in that show is amazing, there is no excuse for not to be great.
It goes back to what we were saying earlier in the podcast, where we was just saying the whole thing. It's rivalries mostly because when you look at Bobby Roode and Nakamura, what does the rivalry mostly consist of? It consists of who has the belt. The belt. You got nothing else. No the story development, nor the character development. Bobby Roode, I'm glorious. Nakamura is fucking Japanese. I don't know. But it's just like nothing else there but just going for the main title.
And I hate to say this, I think it's Nakamura's fault. I mean, how can he build a storyline when the guy's like,
I can't blame him for that too, because just like that's a cultural thing. Like, granted, he probably wanted to come wrestle with WWE, but he isn't that great with Japanese or whatever. But I don't know. It's like WWE, you can get creative and work around it. Let me look what they do. No, nah, I can't bring that up as an example because I was about to be like Sin Cara, but never mind.
Oh, no. And granted, that wasn't WWE's fault. That dude just wanted to break himself. What are you gonna say with this?
The only reason I give this the lack of focus on Rude and Nakamura a pass right now, and that's only for right now, is I kind of see that they're doing now with Nakamura what they were doing with Samoa Joe right before he came up to Raw. Because remember, after he lost that second time to Nakamura, he basically disappeared. He wasn't in any of the tapings for the month of January, and then boom, he was there. He was there at NXT Takeover San Antonio in the crowd in a suit, and we should have all seen it coming that he was going to show up on Raw and not at the Rumble. And I think that they're kind of doing that same thing here with Nakamura. Like, yeah, he's probably going to get, another look for a nice return, a rematch at Takeover, but that may be the last time we see him on NXT television. He may be on Raw right after Mania, if not showing up at Mania itself. And at the same time, I do think that the language barrier is an issue. He cannot cut a convincing in English promo without getting into deep histrionics or having to really say things extremely slowly. And I think part of the reason why they took him out of this month was like, hey, we're going to give you a break. We're going to do some more work on your English because we want you on the main roster a lot faster than you think we do. And I think that's what's really going on here. I really do think
another thing too, though, is when the guy doesn't speak English, like, just don't make him speak. Like, you know what I mean? Like, Kane got away with fucking not talking at all for years. Like, imagine like Nakamura just going there, like, put a hoodie on him or some shit. Do some fucking like, what's that, sleeping dog shit or whatever. And just,
just have him speaking Japanese the whole time.
Yeah,
and
there we go.
Translator.
No, dude, thank you. Like, that's so simple. Just let him be. Like, dude, people like Nakamura. Like, we don't like what they're trying to make Nakamura. We already like him. So stop fucking with him. Like, you know?
I guess they're just
Akira Tozawa and let Tozawa be the one that speaks English for him. You want to keep two Japanese guys together. But something. You can't have him sitting in NXT doing nothing, and he's doing nothing right now.
Yeah. But to get into the ratings, though, I'm going to go first, and then I'll be I don't know who else watched it. I think Ruthless did. Trey, did you watch NXT?
No, I didn't.
Hovik, how about you?
Nah, man.
No. Okay, so
although I should, just so I could get into the storylines for fucking NXT Takeover Orlando.
Yeah, man, I'm so jealous of you too, man. That's gonna be a good show. But Anthony, you will be the main event on that one. For me, I feel like the show was a 4 out of 5. I know it's only a 1 hour show, so it's like it's easy to get good ratings. But goddamn, man, every single bit of every part, like, I mean, I will try to find things for me to complain about, so I'm not like sucking so much dick here. But like, dude, I'm telling you, like, they really got the package down perfectly, man. Like, fucking more so than Raw and SmackDown, and it's like this every single week. So yeah, 4 out of 5 for me. Ruthless, go ahead, sir.
I'm also gonna go 4 out of 5. My highlight of the night actually was getting to see Trent Seven pull off the 7-star lariat. For those that don't know, it's basically
that was amazing.
And Trent Seven, because he's so much bigger, it looks brutal as fuck. And so I loved every second of that. But great, like I said, it wasn't like the greatest NXT. It's still 4 out of 5 for me. I liked all the spots. I liked all the angles that were run. I want to see more out of what they're running right now with this. The March tapings are going to really be the make or break, I think, because that'll let us know who's going to go up, who's not going to go up after Mania. Like, 4 out of 5, really good time.
Anthony, you're the main event, sir.
Yeah, I would say a 4 out of 5, and I'm only saying that because we already said about the main title. It's just like everything else is so good that you think they would bring it with the whole main title. And granted, Trey had a really good point about saying that you got all this other stuff, so you actually do forget it, but it's still the main title, so you should be some there a little bit. And they did, throughout the show, it's like Twitter updates and stuff like that. Nakamura, he's gonna be ready for action and stuff like that. But it's just like, it's the big title, and it should feel important. You should have some kind of presence. And I just wish their storyline was comprised of something else rather than just, I have the belt. So that's another thing. But everything else throughout the board is fucking amazing. I'm loving what they're doing with the whole UK championship picture. Yeah. UK championship picture already. Trent Seven. I'm really liking Tyler Bate. I agree with you said. Trent Seven with the fucking that Larry. I was just like, JBL is proud. I was just like, Jesus. I was like, holy shit, just the wrestling. Yeah, he is a big guy too. And I really like, this is just a little thing, but I like when Tyler Bate does the whole bop and bang, when he does that and fucking just like
that's hilarious.
Damn. I'm like, oh shit. But
At least
yeah,
our
I'm
first
loving that.
R2 in a fight night game. It's like,
Yeah.
fuck.
They look up there, bang, man, I'm loving that shit. I'm still really kind of growing on the commentary table. I felt like Nigel McGuinness is a little bit better this time, has a little bit better chemistry with Percy and the other guy, and this only time will tell with that. We actually see what's going on with that, and Arthur Payne continue to make him look strong, and their manager, I gotta give it up for him. He's actually really fucking good on the mic too.
Oh,
Yeah, I really like that guy. I really, really, really like that guy. He's really good. And the Revival, they're fucking awesome. DIY has to be one of my favorite tag teams in a long ass time. Like I would even put them up there with the world's greatest tag team, or one of my favorite tag teams of all time is Paul London and Kurt.
Brian Kendrick.
Brian Kendrick, thank you.
Yeah.
But yeah, them two used to do some shit, and I would put them right up there with that pedestal with that. But yeah, NXT, they continue to kill it, man. They continue to kill it. So 4 out of 5.
Man,
So-
I can't wait. I can't wait to go sing the shit out of Glorious when I'm there, man. Oh man, it's gonna happen.
No, but yeah, Anthony. So I know we do this a lot, and it is Friday. So I guess the next Thursday that we have.
Yeah.
Anime night.
Anime night.
Do you have any idea what you guys are doing?
No. It's official because Concha kind of already pulled the trigger on it, said it on the midweek. But we're actually doing mainstream animes for the next anime night. So you're gonna be seeing stuff like One Punch Man, Death Note, Attack on Titans, and stuff like that. So like the big ones, because I wanted to get them out of the picture because I know you guys are fucking hipsters, so we could been kind of just watching all the underground stuff yet. And I know a lot of people might want to watch the more popular stuff. So I'm just giving them that chance, that opportunity. This might blow up in my fucking face, but at least I tried. So we're actually going to try to do that. And if you guys like anime, come and join us and stuff like that. And don't forget to participate in the Midnight Chat Attack tomorrow, 7:30 CST.
7:30 CST. No, and people, and don't forget about the Ringside Hangout. I'm just playing. I won't do that. We are the Ringside Hangout. We will not do that on the actual show. I kind of want to, though. That's all right.
You can do it.
Be sure to check out the Ringside Hangout every Monday and Tuesday,
And
and sometimes Fridays and Sundays.
And when we're not debating about dates. Yeah.
Wait. I think it'd be like, and when we're not dating about, like, wait, no, we
I
don't date.
was just like, yeah, that anyway,
It's
yeah.
okay. Hey guys, what do we say all the fucking time?
Rest in peace, Chavo Senior, and Nicole Bass, and George the Animal Steel.
Yeah. What he said.
And MCW pay-per-view, Midwest Mayhem, out today.
Oh yeah, no, wait, bring it back, Nick, bring it back.
Let me just do this weekend too.
No, but people, yeah, actually check out Ruthless. Quick plug on that again.
So MCW Mid City Wrestling is a set of YouTube videos that we do where people that you know, including folks on this podcast, voice some of the many characters that we have in there. It is a fully voiced wrestling fake show using WWE 2K17. So check us out over on my main channel, The Ruthless Archon, and you can see our newest pay-per-view, Midwest Mayhem.
Yeah, which I actually happen to be on. So if you want more of me, check out that video.
I promise he's less annoying on the show, I promise.
Oh man. No, but people, yes, 3, 2, 1, Anthony Wilson Jr.
Attack
the chat.
Hey,
No, you're
Fiesta
wrong,
Animals.
Bring it away, Fiesta Animals.
Orale, Holmes.